So basically we came out with our mission statement. So our mission statement is for the state of Rhode Island to create an efficient, low-cost, high-quality healthcare system that is the cornerstone of economic development. The business community feels right now that we need to get cost containment with healthcare because it seems like the harder they work, the more profits they're making, the less money they're making because a lot of it's going towards the cost of healthcare. So basically, we need to really focus on bringing the cost of healthcare within a place where it's not hurting economic development, because it is doing that. Secondly, which we were going to ask the governor for this, we need a sole proprietor waiver. It's waiver 1332 on the federal level, and this is for the SHOP program because a lot of actually it's just not SHOP, but it would be the other programs, because any sole proprietor or company that does not have an enrolled employee, and this is something that Mark asked for, which is right there, does not have an enrolled employee, cannot have business health insurance. They have to go to the private market. So the difficulty with that is if you're in the private market and you hire an employee, then you have to go back to the business market. If for some reason you lay off your employee, then you have to go back to the private market. So it gets very convoluted. So we've got to really focus on that. That's an important issue that we really need to focus on. Other things we need to really focus on is education, resources, and support to the small business community on purchasing health insurance and on the financial impact of the employees and themselves. We find that education is a real issue here as far as through the whole system. And the more educated that we can make the consumer, the person that is out there getting the health care, the more educated they are in the process, I think the more we'll be able to get control of some of the costs. And we would like to see more transparency on the costs for small businesses, consumers, and policymakers on the expenditures in the healthcare system. The healthcare system right now is really not very transparent. So as we move towards a period of transparency, which is happening everywhere in every industry, we need to see more of that in the healthcare industry. We need to see more transparency on costs. We need to see more transparency on outcomes. And we need to see more transparency on the cost to the individual employee. And the last thing we think, and this is a recommendation that we think may make sense, we need to see the Commerce Corporation involved more in the healthcare process because it is an economic development issue. It's an issue that basically, if a business is trying to grow and they need to make profits to grow, and that's how it works, I guess, if they take those profits and they're reinvesting those profits in the cost of health care, then they don't have the profits to put into creating jobs. So we really need to get some type of focus on how we're going to make health care affordable to the individuals and to the business community in the state of Rhode Island so that the business community can control their costs and ultimately take the profits that they make and invest them in creating more jobs and growing the economic environment in the state of Rhode Island. So those are the issues that we came up with. I'd like to commend everybody on the panel, all our leadership, for the marvelous work that they have done last year. It was just amazing the things that we're doing to move the state forward, and it's. I've been in Rhode Island all my life. I'm proud to be a Rhode Island, and it's very comforting to see that we're doing the right things to move the state forward. So my little expression is we need to become the biggest, we need to become the little state that could, and that's what I'm hoping that we do become. So thank you all.